Okay, so remember, the middle is where the tension of opposites takes place. I can't maintain the tension of opposites, but I can find the middle of myself between my mechanical reaction and abstaining from that, refraining from that. That brings me to the middle. We think we got to change everybody by telling them what to do? No, it doesn't work that way. But remember what I said at the beginning of the course. Don't believe me. Find out if it's true. That's the idea. Okay? Do you have any questions before we go on? No questions? Everybody got it? Okay. So we have, I think, 2 more classes together after Good Friday. We're not here on Good Friday. Try the exercise, those of you who haven't. Try to be quick. When somebody is there and you always try to tell them what to do because they're not doing what you want them to do, then you don't do it. In other words, shut up. And see what happens.
Sound like my wife. So, you sound like my wife. That's what she tells me.
No, that's not what I had in mind. Okay, so I have a place and a person that I practice this with, and I can tell you it is the most difficult thing in the world for me. Guess who the person is?
Your wife.
Yes, that's right. It's very difficult.
But you need her to keep the tension so you can be in the middle.
At least he understands it. Oh, that is true in a way. It's very difficult too because I have to get my wife to do that with me, but she doesn't do it. Now already I'm trying to change somebody. You see what I mean? All right. Okay, so how can I get the most from this course? That's the idea, all right? I can, just as spiritual books differ from other books, right? This course differs from most of the OLLI courses offered at OLLI. In fact, it is very, very different than most of the others. But it's supposed to be, okay? That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the other OLLI courses. They're all great courses. So what's the difference? So when you attend this course, you have an opportunity. It is given to you, okay, to find out who you are. Do you really want to do that? That's the question. Do you really want to discover? Because at this time in your life, you need to find out who you are. This is the time of life when you do find out who you are. Okay. You can, when you learn who you are, lead a spiritual life. And you need to do that at this time in your life. It is after middle age, in the middle of old age and middle age. That's the greatest time for spiritual development in the East. So what is required of you if you wish to take this spiritual journey? It is the word practice, which is just what I mean. You practice it. In other words, you just don't listen to me mouth off for an hour and a half. You take what I say and you try to see if it's true. You put it into practice in your life. If you don't do that, this becomes another course, which could be very nice and very pleasant, but you don't get the potential that you can get out of it. Then, all you're doing is accumulating information about Chinese medicine. Very interesting, but that's all. And then you leave, and you either keep it in your notebook and you read it, or you forget about it. But it doesn't change your life. It's supposed to make a difference in your life. It can do that. It is said in the East, and this is really heresy, by the way, and I'm saying this in this institution, so it takes a lot of courage to say this. The East, it says, to learn just for the sake of learning is not very prudent. To learn for the sake of using what you learn is very prudent. In other words, you learn only what you need to learn so that you could use it. And if you're learning things you're never going to use, it's a waste of time. And education in the East is to be used in your life. If you cannot use it, Why have the education? How many courses did you take in school that you never used in your life? 1, 2, 15? You're laughing. Okay, so there must have been a lot of courses that you never really used. All right.
But they opened up your mind to certain things. You might.
In what way?
Well, I was an accounting major, like I took anthropology just as an elective. It
Okay.
just opened up that field I knew nothing about, but actually, wait a minute. I did kind of use it because I went on.
Are you answering your question?
I'm trying to problem here. No, I did use it because.
You can be interested in something, and that's fine. No one says that's wrong. But the question is, if you're only interested in things and you never do anything about it to change your life, that's the question. Do you wish to change your life? What do you mean change your life? You're going to become a good person? No, you're not good people. That's why I like you. The point being is to find out who you are. That's what this is about. Who you really are. And you are, actually, when you were a little baby, you were with that. You were with the Spirit in you. And you got moved away from it as you grew. It pulled you away slowly. Your education, even your religion pulled you away by giving you all these rules to follow that nobody follows. So it's a return to find out who you really are. Not to become a good person, not to become a better person, but to make that discovery once more.